What if I told you that the happiest moment of your life may have already passed and you didn't even notice? Maybe it was a quiet afternoon, sitting on a rooftop with your best friend. Maybe it was laughing in your tiny college apartment over instant noodles. But you were too busy looking ahead, chasing something bigger, something shinier to realize it. What if I also told you that the life you're chasing right now, the job, the house, the body, the relationship, you think it'll finally make you happy? But it might just be the very thing keeping you from happiness. I didn't get this at first. A few years ago, I was stuck. Not in some dramatic rock-bottom way, just stuck. Waking up late, skipping breakfast, doom-scrolling through social media until my eyes burned. I was working a job I didn't care about, living for the weekends that felt more like 48-hour recovery periods. I wasn't overweight, I wasn't broke, I wasn't alone, but I was numb. It was like my life was on autopilot. Days blurred. Joy felt like something I vaguely remembered, like a dream I couldn't quite recall. Every night I'd lie there, telling myself the same lie. Once I get a promotion, once I move out, once I find the right person, then I'll finally be happy. But here's the turning point. It wasn't one dramatic moment. It was a Wednesday. I'd just finished rewatching a show I didn't even like that much. Something inside me just clicked. I stood up, brushed crumbs off my hoodie, and I went for a walk. That's it. Just a walk. 10 minutes. No headphones. Just me and the sound of my own feet. It felt pointless at first, but then I did it again the next day. And again, the next. Soon, I started waking up a little earlier. I packed a lunch instead of ordering Uber Eats. I read 2 pages of a book. Tiny things. Laughably small. But they made me feel something again. Pride. Momentum. A spark. And then I noticed a pattern. Something that completely reframed how I saw life. I thought back to my favorite video games growing up. You know what made them fun? The missions. The leveling up. It wasn't when your character maxed out. It was the thrill of chasing the next piece of gear. The rush of finally beating that boss after failing 6 times in a row. The fun wasn't in having the sword. It was in earning it. Fast forward a year or so, and a lot in my life had changed. I had a job I liked, a little side hustle. I moved out. I was reading more, exercising, learning guitar. And weirdly enough, I felt that same emptiness creeping back in. That's when it hit me. I wasn't happiest when I had the life I wanted. I was happiest when I was building it. When I was trying, failing, learning, getting back up. The joy wasn't in the end result. It was in the process. The messy, uncertain, awkward process. And here's the crazy part. That voice which says, I'll be happy when... It never shuts up. Even when you get everything you thought you wanted, it just moves the goalpost. New job? Cool. Now get a better one. Nice apartment? Great. Now buy a house. In love? Awesome. Now get married, have kids, get a dog, build a porch, retire early. It never ends. So here's what I've learned. 1. Always have something you're working toward. Doesn't have to be impressive. Could be as simple as learning how to make your grandma's curry from scratch, or walking 20 minutes a day, or finally watching that documentary that's been in your list since forever. It's not about the goal. It's about the pursuit. 2. Stop waiting for the real life to start. This is it, right here. That book you read on your commute. That awkward call you made to reconnect with an old friend. That 5-minute workout you squeezed in before bed. These aren't distractions. They are the life. So if you're feeling stuck right now, or wondering when your real life is going to begin, this is your sign. Not to change everything at once. Not to flip your life upside down overnight. But to take one tiny step. Because maybe, just maybe, the dream life you're chasing isn't somewhere far off in the distance. Maybe it's been quietly unfolding this whole time. In your effort, in your growth, in your becoming. Thanks for listening. And until next time, keep walking.